known as Wiz on her face, which by the way, I gotta say, it's definitely a dope name. Like it took me, like I didn't even realize what it was saying until like somebody pointed it out. I'm like, damn, that's clever as fuck. Like the way they spelled it and the way they did it. So definitely dope. Power Bang, which is their leader. He's also their YouTuber and streamer. The dope guy, man. Nothing but love for PB. But anyway, let's get into this war, man. As you can see, we did win by a star, and we didn't 2-star their number one. So it's not often that you don't 2-star. And we had a bunch of attacks on them. We had I think 3 or 4 Town Hall 9s hit it. We had some 10s hit it, and we still didn't 2-star. Like it was a dope design, man. I'm not gonna put it out there because I'm not doing that. But as you can see, ammo, he's 6-packed again. And let's see who else 6-packed. Battle Axe, he had his Town Hall 9 in this joint. He's 6-packed. Helicase, which we had a couple guys from the TBR, aka the clan called the Back Road, that came over and they war with us. But we appreciate y'all, coming through, showing love to the squad, warring with us and whatnot. So Helicase is from them. He's 6-packed. Cav 6-packed. Jom 6-packed. Katoon, which is also from TBR, he's 6-packed. Devil 6-packed. Who else we got? Isaac Fresh 6-packed again. He's a little bastard, man, showing off and shit. The Hawk 6-packed, and that was it. So both sides did clear 9s. Both sides, did clear 10s, and we just didn't 2-star their one. But they got us on all the stars at least. So let's go ahead and get into these attacks, man. I know that's what y'all want to see. So I'm gonna get y'all what y'all want to see. So this right here, this is their number 5 getting hit by Josh. So this is Josh's first 3-star in an arranged war, I believe. Might be his second. Actually, I think it's his second. Might be. I don't know. We get so many arranged war quality matches that actually occur during the week. I lose track sometimes. I've been losing track lately. So as you can see right here, he does have 4 golems, 4 or 5, and he has 7 level 3 witches. So he basically, after the earthquakes and the jumps, he doesn't have any troop space left. So he does a good job of getting at least majority of the witches. He gets all the witches in and majority of the wizards in. Let me see if they're about to. No, they're still on the outside. They're gonna die. But he does a good job of getting everything else in. As you see right here, he drops a rage, and he's just moving through the base, and he's just cruising. He has the Grand Warden, the Max Grand Wardens, which gives everything more health. He drops the freeze right there to spare someone of them. And as you can see, he still has the Grand Warden ability, which grants immunity, which you're probably gonna see him pop here soon. And you're gonna see it probably in about less than, I'm guessing soon, because the Inferno's going down. He might save it, I don't know. So he pops it right there, and the BK hops over to get this expo. And as you can see right here, take note of in the east corner part of the base, you see how he has witches over there by themselves. Like there's no BK. There's a Golemite over there, but the Golemite isn't going to do much. The Golemite's going to go down soon, especially versus a max Archer Tower. So, but the Golemite holds up just long enough to get through for the Skellies to nibble through the wall. So Skellies are through, and as you see right here, the only thing that's going to hurt is the mortar. The mortar is down, so now it's up to basically the Archer Tower to take out the Skellies. And this is this is why witches are OP. Look at this shit. The whole raid, I'm just gonna fast forward. The whole raid, look, the witches just sit there, don't gain any ground. But they keep the Tesla and the Archer Tower distracted long enough to the point where the Queen takes out, the AQ takes out the Tesla and the cannon, comes through and gets cleaned up. The Archer Tower gets cleaned up. So dope job by Josh, man. We definitely appreciate our Town Hall 11 showing up, because right now, as far as arranged war goes, Josh and Ammo are the only 2 11s that we're running. Now I'm not sure whether, because like I said, I'm a Town Hall 10, so it's quite entirely possible that once I'm max, that I'll be going to Town Hall 11. I haven't decided yet, but it's definitely a possibility. So be on the lookout for that, especially as time goes on and clans start running more and more 11s. So this right here, this was Ammo's, and basically this is one of the the mass witches, basically doing this thing. As you see right here, he brings the earthquake. He brings 8 earthquake spells and a jump, which is going to be used to redirect any witches or access any compartments that he needs to access, and then 1 fridge for the far inferno. So he sends in the golem. Golem, of course, is for funneling, and as you can see, he does a good job of funneling. He gets the gold storage down just in time, and of course, he does his normal BK walk. Basically, the BK's out there to tank and take out the flanking defenses while the wizards knock them down. And he uses the BK and he gets into many compartments, so that's definitely gonna help him out, because those flanking defenses can definitely mess up your killer squad, especially the back end portion. Because your Archer Queen and your Grand Warden, those heroes normally lag behind. So any flanking defense that you leave behind can hurt those. Example would be if you look right here at 7 o'clock. There's a cannon right there, and that cannon is basically he's killing those witches, and those witches could have been helping destroy the rest of the base. Even though he did get a 3, I'm just using it as an example. It did kill those witches, and that's one of the things that can happen when you have flanking defenses. So good job by him realizing that and planning for it, as you saw. So yeah, dope attack by Ammo. As you see right here, we're gonna go ahead and speed through this. He did use the ability right there, gets through there. He had a minion over there. That one lone minion basically took care of some trash and the cannon. So that's like I said, Town Hall 11, you can bully Town Hall 10s, but it's not quite as simple as you can't just have witches and just drop them and then expect to get a 3. It doesn't work that way. You still have to plan. So definitely a good job by Ammo, doing a great job of planning. I couldn't have drawn it up better myself. So dope attack, bro. Like I said, you and Josh keep up the good work. Y'all basically holding the Town Hall 11 portion of our clan down right now till either me or somebody else goes to Town Hall 11, which I don't know what's gonna happen. So the next attack that we have is going to be Ammo's second attack, and as you can see right here, this is basically it's another witch attack. And this is basically just gonna show y'all, everything is not the same. You still have to plan for certain things and plan for certain contingencies. So as you can see right here, he's funneling up top, and you can see he's funneling right here at the bottom. So he does a good job of that, and he drops the witches. They're all gonna go where they're supposed to go. I'm not gonna lose any witches, and he does a BK walk. Drops the jump, so that's gonna be perfect. So he's gonna take out all those flanking defenses right there. As you can see, the wizards are already working on that Archer Tower. That cannon is Town Hall 9 level, so it's not gonna be much threat to that BK. And then the rest is just the Wizard Tower. And he pops the ability, gets rid of the Wizard Tower, and now he's gonna drop the Expo next. And that BK is strong, so the Expo's gonna go quick. And drops the Inferno. So now it's just basically timing that warden ability when you have all your skellies up, so you can get the most out of them. And he has quite a bit of skellies up right now, so you're gonna see that ability come here soon. Boom, there's the ability. Lots of skeletons on the battlefield, and they're basically gonna get that Inferno down. And from there, it's basically gonna be GG. You have the mortar, which is the mortars are still up. But that's one of the downsides to having Town Hall 9 defenses. Town Hall 9 mortars don't one-shot skeletons under the Grand Warden, so the mortars aren't going to make much of a difference. But as you can see, he did a good job of getting it through. So, like I said, good job, Ammo and Josh. Both of y'all did a fantastic job this ward. But yeah, like I said, just a good job by Josh and Ammo. Doing that Town Hall 11 thing. So next up, we had quite a few Town Hall. Well, most of these beginning attacks was Town Hall 10 3-stars, and this right here is Oblique. I don't think this is the base that I hit. As you can see, he did the funnel real nice. The Queen AI seems to be crazy. As you can see, he did Wall Breaker in, and he brought 3 more, which means he's gonna Wall Breaker out. He's basically Wall Breakering in to get the air defense as well as some defenses, and then you're gonna see right here he's gonna get the BK. He's probably going to use his ability. Oh no, he drops another rage. He saves the ability, so he does get the BK down just in time. And this Town Hall 10 has a squishy CC, which is a huge no-no at Town Hall 10. And the reason that it's a huge no-no is because you want to make sure that you have that time sink at Town Hall 10, as well as the pups. And they really causes havoc on the Queen Walk combo. So in this particular instance, he really didn't even need the wall breakers. The way he set his funnel, he improvised his funnel, and he placed the jump to where the BK would get funneled in anyway. So definitely a dope job by him. And as you can see right here, the Archer Queen is going to get taken by the enemy AQ. He's going to have to pop the ability for it, but nonetheless, definitely this is definitely not how he drew it up. So, but nonetheless, sometimes you don't draw things up and they work out anyway. So he still got the AQ, he still got the Inferno. So definitely dope. You can see the way he's going in a clockwise motion, but the way he did it so that he can freeze all those defenses right there under haze and get the air sweeper, which would have caused problems. So he got the Inferno, he got the Expo, and from here it's just nothing left. He still has the Hound, and he has plenty of loons. So it's nothing left that can really impede the success of this raid. And he has way too many loons for air defense to a single air defense to matter. And the Tesla just isn't gonna wreck that many loons. So good job. Definitely a dope attack by Joey. If you're not a Town Hall 10, then you wouldn't understand. If you're not involved in the Town Hall 10 game, you're just a 9. A lot of planning goes into these Town Hall 10s, as we spend most of our war, critiquing attacks and using scouts. All this stuff goes into Town Hall 10s. So anytime that a Town Hall 10 plan comes together and you get, should I say, you get your 3, then that's gonna be, that's always crazy. So the next up that we have is going to be 15, and this is Isaac. This is gonna be showing one of his 3s. Like you see right here, y'all have probably seen this base before. This base has been in numerous wars. I think it was the last Orange War, the war before that. One of those, we had somebody and they had the same exact base. 2 people had the same exact base, and it was this base. And funny thing is that Isaac was one of the people that 3-star fresh hit that base. So already knew off jump where all the traps were and everything. And the same exact attack strategy last time is the same exact attack strategy he used this time, which was basically a CB mass hog. He used one golem basically to get in there and kill the queen, and the rest is he's just gonna mass hog. He's gonna use about 15 hogs right here, basically take out all these defenses, drop a heal, and this is gonna allow the hogs to get past that expo and get that DGB that's right behind the expo, and then basically you're just gonna see the rest of the hogs go on the other side. So as you see right here, he already knew like how many hogs he had to use. The DGB was right there, so it's basically the same thing. So it wasn't nothing crazy, but this is just going out. When you want to do it in range war. If you want to copy bases, just change at least change the traps or change some of the defenses around, or kind of rotate compartments, do something so when somebody sees it, it's not it doesn't trigger that memory in their head. We had an issue for a little while where we were reusing people's bases or whatever the case may be, and then we put together a base building team, and basically they built all the bases for the whole entire clan. This doesn't apply to Town Hall 10, of course. Town Hall 10 and Town Hall 11 is a different game entirely. But as far as Town Hall 9 goes, we have a base building team which consists of like three or four people, and they build all of our Town Hall 9 bases. So, good job by Isaac. I think this was cheek space. So, death to cheek space. Let this shit die. Just let it go. It's not keeping it 100. Well, it is keeping it 100, but for the wrong team. So, let it go. Just let it go. So good job by Isaac on, like I said, he 6-packed all fresh hits. So definitely, that's dope, man. That's keep up the good work. So next up we have Devil. And as you can see right here, we have a Govaho. Very light on hogs and light on Valks. I'm not sure where all his troop space went. So, as you can see, yeah, he's basically clean walking, and he did set the funnel right, so the queen did walk in the direction he wanted to go. And as you see right here, he's sitting in just basically one hog to bring out the enemy CC. The enemy CC, was squishy. He didn't get the whole lure though, so I'm not sure how he's gonna handle that. He did get majority of it. Okay, so he's gonna use the AQ basically to get the rest of it. He dropped the second poison for the rest of it. It's all squishy. It looks like all archers minus 2 loons. So he does get the CC down. Didn't necessarily need the rage. Loon, the poison, queen combination is lethal. You can't really. Loons just don't stand a chance. So as you can see, he's walking well out of range of air defenses, minus that one that the queen just miraculously walked into. So he's gonna lose the healer there. Although it's not gonna matter, he still took a large portion of the base, and he only has 1 point defense, it looks like, to deal with. So that should be more than enough to deal with. That healer should be more than enough. And it looks like the Archer Queen is about to start hitting the wall. See, this is one of those, like I was mentioning earlier, one of those Archer Queen AI issues. I don't quite understand. I don't understand how this works. I'm not quite sure how this goes, but as you can see, he did bring the jump spell for the golems and the Valks, and he still has quite a few Valks left alive. Looks like he has 2 Valks. He only brought, if I remember correctly, he brought 4, either 4 or 6. So he still has some left, and he has golems and a fair amount of health, and he still has some hogs, and the hogs are gonna take care of this cannon no problem. And from there it's GG. So good job by Devil. If y'all been keeping up with our recent wars, our Tahoe 9s have been, for whatever reason, it's been crazy during the week. Maybe it's just the wars during the week. They didn't have enough time to plan, whatever the case may be. But our Tahoe 9s definitely showed up this war. And, like I said, we had like 4 or 5 TBR people. They definitely showed up. They got a shit ton of 3 stars for us as well. And I'm going to show some of theirs here in a second. So we got 3 more attacks coming in. We're going to go with 21. This is Katoon. Interesting name, like Kaboom, but Katoon, that's kind of lame. But fuck y'all, man, I don't care. Anyway, I've seen this base before, long time ago. But anyway, as you can see right here, he brings in golems and witches, and a couple wizards along with the AQ. And he brings in wall breakers to wall break into the compartment. So, and also I should mention, if you're gonna go to Town Hall 10, wall breakers is definitely something you're gonna want to learn, because typically at Town Hall 9 you only wall break the first wall, the first layer, and you don't really wall break any other layers. But Town Hall 10, you're gonna be wall breaking in and out of compartments. You're gonna be wall breaking second layers. I've even seen wall breaks happen on third layers. So if you're not really good with wall breakers and you're thinking about going to Town Hall 10, wall breakers is definitely something that you're gonna want to learn. You're definitely gonna make sure that you become very proficient with wall breakers. I know when I first got my Town Hall 10, I definitely wasn't proficient with wall breakers. I was only used to wall breaking, one compartment, and that was it. And now it made Town Hall 3 stars difficult, and it also made me like nervous as shit when I had to go to a raid, and the plan that would involve me 3-starring multiple targets. I mean, not 3-star multiple targets, but wall breaking, multiple entrances. So, definitely learn that, man. You definitely want to learn that. But as you can see, he's gonna swag the poison, and he swagged his queen ability. So, dope attack by Katoon. Like I said, TBR really showed up. They had some great attackers, some dope attacks, and I think I have 1 more. 2 more that I'm going to show from them. I'm going to go down here to 24, and this is Hella Case. He's also from TBR. So as you can see up here, he basically is using the king as a kind of like a tank, and that works. There's nothing wrong with that, doing a queen swap. And he's basically doing just a crazy Laloon attack. That's basically what he's doing. He didn't, as you can see, he didn't take down any air defenses. No air defenses went down whatsoever. But the air defenses were so close together and so close to the outside of the base that the loons basically went from 1 defense to the air defense in most cases, except this last one. So when you have that happen, I mean, you could do attacks like this. And there was a P.E.K.K.A in the CC, so there was no threat of the CC messing things up. The P.E.K.K.A is gonna basically crush the Archer Queen right there. With no ability, Archer Queen can't kill a P.E.K.K.A, even with the Queen Walk. Even the Queen Walk under Rage can't kill a P.E.K.K.A. So keep that in mind if you're doing Queen Walk. If there's a P.E.K.K.A in the CC, you have to have that Queen ability. But as you can see right here, the Witch Tower is the only thing left, and that's down. So that is going to wrap up that attack. Definitely a unique attack. You definitely don't see many air attacks with 4 air defenses up. When I saw it, because this is one of the few attacks that I saw live, and when I saw it, I was extremely impressed and surprised. At first I was like, wow, he's going, with 4 air defenses up. But then when I saw that it was, it worked, it was obviously he planned it. So it was I was definitely impressed. And this is this right here. This is El Jefe, and this reminds me of that dude from Power, that Puerto Rican dude from Power. Is he Puerto Rican? I think he's Puerto Rican. Anyway, if y'all haven't seen the show Power, it comes on Stars. It's in season 3 is about to start. Go catch the first 2 seasons. Dope show, fantastic show, amazing show. But we ain't here to talk about shows. We're here to talk about class. So as you see right here, he drops the earthquake. This is the Govaho. He has 2 witches as well. This is not usual. You usually don't see witches with a Govaho. So this is a Govaho we, Govaho we, some shit like that. So Govaho we, whatever you want to call it. So he wall breaks in. He does a good job of setting the funnel, particularly with witches and only having 2. You definitely don't want to lose those 2 witches. So he does a good job of basically getting everything in. The witches provide kind of like basically premature tanks for the Valks, because the skeletons move so fast to get ahead of the Valks. They take some of the initial damage. So he didn't really lose any health on his Valks. He does drop a heal right here. BK and Vex go to the enemy, Archer Queen. She doesn't stand a chance. She goes down with the help of the BK ability and the Valks. He still has the golems going good, so basically he begins to drop his hogs at the top. So he's hogging from the north down, but he still has a heal. Drops his first heal, still has 1 more, and he drops the giant. Didn't really need the giant, could have brought additional hog. But basically he's going counterclockwise, and he still has witches up. The witches are still up. At least 1 is anyway. And as you can see, he's already started to drop his cleanup witch at the top, and the rest of the base is down. So that's gonna take care of that base. So dope attack. Basically, like I said, there's different variations of Stone Goho. Stone Goho doesn't necessarily have to be 3 golems. It can be 3 golems and some Valks. I mean, it could be 2 golems and some Valks. It could be 2 golems and some witches. Stone at this point means basically you're designating more or less 90 troop space to your kill squad as far as your tankage goes. So dope attack by him. Other than that, that's gonna be it, guys. Appreciate y'all stopping by and checking out the video. Go ahead and give that video a thumbs up, if you enjoyed the video. And if you want to see more videos like this, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We're always dropping new content. Other than that, if you need a clan, go ahead and apply to Immoral Reapers. Immoral Reapers is all we're looking for. Town 8s, Town 8.5s, Town 9s, and up. So if you don't know what 0.5s are, just come on through and we'll teach you. If you want to learn the hardcore war scene and no other clan is willing to work with you, that's what Reapers is there for, man. We're there to teach. As long as you're willing to learn, we'll teach. And if you're an experienced attacker and you know your 3-star strats already, and you just need a dope family to come kick it with and raid with on an elite level, go apply to War 101 and then do a couple wars with them, and then come on over to Immoral Thieves once we know that you're talented or whatever the case may be. But other than that, it's your boy Tech, and I'm out, man. Make sure y'all keep it 100.